Now, students, coming toward the last topic of this chapter is the challenges faced by the political parties. The first main challenge faced by the political party is lack of internal democracy. Means there is no democracy, there is no feeling of equality within the political parties. For example, only the main leaders are being favored. Their thoughts are given priority over the others, means the other small workers or the small leaders are ignored. Only the main leaders are being focused. That create the internal problem in the election. Means, for example, if the party is having three main persons or there is one fourth new member also, he is having the capability to become the leader of the party, but the old leaders will never allow that new member to become a leader. If it's more, he's more intelligent, he's more capable, but then also they'll not allow. This is due to the lack of internal democracy. Now, coming toward the other main problem faced or challenge faced by the political party is the dynasty succession or monarchy. Mean can say that if the father is the minister, the other ticket will be given to his son or his any of his relative. Means there is very less chance that any new member will get. For example, in Akali Dal, you can take example of Prakash Singh Badal and Sukhbir Singh Badal. Means there is hereditary kind of things going on in some of the political parties, which is one of the challenges where we get ignored. New leaders or capable leaders, more intelligent leaders, they are being ignored by this kind of challenges. Now, coming to the other main challenge is the use of money and muscle power. This is the main topic of the challenge of the political party: use of money and muscle power to gain popularity, to gain support, to gain votes, to win election. You all are aware that some political parties, they use illegal means, they use money, they use muscle power to get votes and to win the election. The other main challenge, the fourth challenge which we can say to the political party, is the meaningful choice. We can say that to basically understand this thing, that political parties are same, their agendas are somewhat same. Means you don't have a better choice to choose. Means you when you go to vote, you think that everyone is same. What will happen if I'll vote this party, A party or B party? For example, there is given that in England there are two parties, Labour Party and Conservative Party. They both are same, but the difference is that how they'll frame the policies, how they'll implement the policies. But in India, that's not happening. Now, coming to the solution of this challenge, how this can be reformed, how political parties reform. First basic problem with the political party was there was defection in the political parties. How you can understand defection is when one particular person have won the election from A party. After winning the election, he shifted to the B party. This is defection. Government has made the anti-defection laws that no person, no leader is allowed to change its party. They have made proper laws or rules and regulation for shifting towards the other party. Now the law says that if any MLA or MP changes party, he or she will lose the seat in legislature. This new law has helped bring defection down. Means this new law have solved the problem of defection. As the other main challenge we have talked about was money and muscle power. To solve this issue, the Supreme Court, the apex court of our country, has solved this problem to some extent, that they have asked to file an affidavit any person who is contesting election to showing his property and all his assets, that what he is possessing, so that it can be compared that after winning election or after ruling for 5 years, what they have earned or what they have gained, it can be compared. So that affidavit is necessary. And moreover, the election commission has also passed an order that the political parties, they also have to have the organizational election and they have to file their income tax return, so that there is transparency in their working and every person or every candidate or everyone is paying the tax and the people are being aware that how their money is being used, their work is being done with the good work. And some of the other reforms, like a law should be made to regulate the internal affairs. We have talked that there is lack of internal democracy. The internal affairs should be managed, have to maintain a register of its own members, to follow its own constitution, to follow its own agendas and policies, to have an independent authority, to act as a judge in case of any party dispute. Means they should be having an independent person who can decide if there is any dispute within the party. The other reforms, like it's mandatory to give a minimum number of tickets. Means about 1/3 ticket should be reserved for the women candidate, so there is transparency in the government. There is no monarchy or hereditary or succession kind of things that should be going on in the party. That's the reason the women seats are being reserved. Forms like this, there should be state funding of election. The government should give parties money to support their election expenses. There should be control on what government is spending. This was also the reforms also. Now, student, you should also tell me some reforms how you can say that the political parties will work more transparently, there should be no there how there will be no corruption. This was all about the challenges and reforms. I hope you are able to understand everything. If there will be any problem, you can contact your teacher. Thank you and have a nice day.